Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dani. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I thought we can talk about the Chanel price increase and then maybe try and predict the future. Do we think that the Chanel prices will surpass Hermes's? Hermes's, it's a funny word. And also how we will behave if that was to happen. And I'm just gonna warn you that I will be laughing a lot in this video because in situations where you don't know where to laugh or cry, I tend to always laugh. I just don't want to come across disrespectful. And without further ado, let's get started. Since I don't know when you'll be watching this video, I'm just going to give you some chronological orientation. So I'm referring to the Chanel price increase that occurred on the 1st of July 2021. So luxury fashion houses increase their prices every year. The spotlight often tends to be on Chanel because their prices are already so high and they tend to do exorbitant price increases. What sparked the idea for this video was this comment that was made by Kat. Kat L is a YouTuber that I watch, and in this video, if you've not already seen it, she shared her FOMO in relation to the Chanel price increases. And you know, credit to Kat, she did not succumb to it. So I really love Kat, right? I find that she is so spontaneous, so dramatic, and every time I go and watch her videos, I tend to feel really, really warm. So if you like that kind of content, go ahead and check out her videos. And this was the comment that she made.
If you buy today a Chanel Jumbo flap, 12,500, and a Birkin B25, my B25, black gold hardware, exactly the same, right? I mean, classic, with which only cost, I'm telling you, it only costs a few percent more. They are this close. They are neck to neck. All you gotta do is just don't drink coffee for the whole month. You're buying a Birkin, but it's a jumbo, Chanel jumbo flap.
So obviously Kat is not the only person who has said this, but this was what made my brain go tick, 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 and I really want to pick your brains as well. The very memorable Chanel price increases happened in 2020 for a few reasons. Firstly, it was in the middle of a pandemic. Secondly, the price increases were crazy, exorbitant. Thirdly, they did it more than once. Now, I used to think that Chanel had a competitive advantage over Hermes because of their price point. In February 2020, I was about to buy a medium classic flap, and that was just before the pandemic hit, and I remembered that it was 7,800 Australian dollars, and I think that converts to approximately 5,900 US dollars. At that time, Hermes was not on my radar, or not really, because the Birkin and the Kelly still retailed for about twice the price of the Chanel medium classic flap. And only a few short months after that, the price of the medium classic flap started to creep towards the prices of the Birkin and the Kelly, which, mind you, are Hermes's most expensive bags. And then people started saying, okay, well, they're gonna skip Chanel altogether and just save their funds for an Hermes, Birkin, or a Kelly, which, you know, me included, because I've recently only just bought a Kelly with those funds. Nonetheless, I have to commend the luxury houses on their ingenious strategy. But mind you, they probably have, neurobehavioralists, neuroscientists, and psychologists on their marketing team, and they just know how to work our minds. Because think about it, why does every single price increase get leaked? It's like they're doing us a favor, letting us know that there's going to be a price increase so that we all go and rush and buy their bags. It's like a stock take sale, but hey, don't call it a sale because that's not luxurious. Call it a price increase and somehow unofficially spread the word to everyone. Just brilliant. On one hand, I love the Chanel price increases. I know, call me crazy. Okay, I like them because firstly, they are predictable. They will definitely happen. And following on from my last statement when I said, when they're about to have a price increase, they leak it and it's almost as though they're having a stock take sale. One positive way of thinking about it is that Chanel is always on sale until they have a price increase. Secondly, I like the Chanel price increases because it makes me appreciate the current Chanel bags that I own. Now, I only own two, both of which I bought pre-loved, and I'll show you this one right here. This is the Chanel Rectangular Mini in lambskin, and it is a vintage bag, so it's over 20 years old. And in the middle of 2020, I paid 3,300 Australian dollars for this, which is approximately 2,500 US dollars. Now the rectangular mini retails for almost twice the price of this bag. So it may seem like I got this at a bargain, but I am very, very sure that the original owner did not pay anywhere near $3,000 for this bag over 20 years ago. So if I chose to hang on to this bag for another 10 years and to resell it, I might actually still make a profit because of the price increases. And thirdly, I like the price increases because of all the excitement it stirs in a luxury community. And think about it, if you manage to snag the bag of your dreams before a price increase, there's an extra story to that bag and you get to brag about it over and over again. By the way, if you're new to my channel, welcome, I'm Dani. I do a whole ton of different content. I like talking about different parenting hacks and parenting tips. I'm also really passionate about bilingualism and starting children on a second or third language when they're really young. So I have a whole series of videos dedicated to English Chinese videos for children. And I also love talking about luxury and fashion, which is what this video is all about. So if you like content like this, please feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. So the reason I don't like the Chanel price increase is because they, and our behavior, because we have to be responsible for our behavior too, the whole situation essentially encourages the other luxury houses to also raise their prices. I mean, no one's talking about Saint Laurent, Valentino, Balenciaga, but hey, their prices are going up very gradually too. So the cost of luxury is actually getting higher and higher. My main concern is that Hermes will increase their prices to try and maintain the top position. And hey, if you're still watching, I gather that you like this video, so please hit that like button for me. So do I think the prices of Chanel will surpass that of Hermes's? I mean, right now, some of Chanel's bags are already more expensive than Hermes's less popular bags. And if we try and compare the two most popular bags from each luxury house, the Chanel Medium Classic Flap and the Hermes Birkin 25, currently the Chanel Medium Classic Flap retails for about 7,800 US dollars versus the Birkin 25, which retails for about 9,800 US dollars, and that's about a 20% difference in their prices. If in the next year Chanel does two more price increases at the rate of 10 to 12%, which they have done before, and Hermes continues to increase their prices at the rate of 3 to 4%, this time next year, the Chanel Medium Classic Flap is practically the same price as a Birkin 25. And if this pattern continues in 2 years' time, the Chanel Medium Classic Flap is going to be more expensive than the Birkin 25. Food for thought. I'm just interrupting the video here because as I was editing, I realized that I forgot to answer the question directly. So as to whether I think Chanel will increase the price of their classic flaps beyond the price of the Hermes Birkin and Kelly, and this is just my opinion, I think yes. I think this is the case for two reasons. Firstly, if Chanel increases the price of their classic flaps to say even just a little bit more expensive than the Birkin or the Kelly, they will still have a competitive advantage over Hermes. And that's because you don't have to play, the Hermes games in order to buy a classic flap. You can still walk into a Chanel store and look at whatever stock they have in their inventory and purchase the bag in front of you. So in that sense, people who don't want to play the Hermes game will still find Chanel more appealing. And overall, buying a classic flap straight up from Chanel is still going to be cheaper than having to play the Hermes game. The second reason why I think Chanel would be confident or even aim to try and increase the prices of their classic flaps is to regain some of their exclusivity. I mean, let's face it, undoubtedly the classic flap is more available and more common than the Birkin or Kelly. When I walk in the streets, I have seen a number of classic flaps before, but I've actually never seen a Birkin or a Kelly in person. So if Chanel increases the prices of their classic flaps, this will make them less affordable and more exclusive. And if Chanel makes a financial loss from this strategy, I think they can very easily buffer this out with their other bags that are not the classic flap. Because, those of us who still want Chanel will probably still go and buy those bags. And with that said, I'm going to let you get back to the rest of the video. So will we still be shopping at Chanel if this happens? I think that there will be three general groups of people. The first group will be those of us who say, look, forget it, I'm not buying Chanel, especially at their retail prices anymore, because their price tag doesn't match their quality. I might want to go pre-loved. The second group of people will be those of us who will continue shopping at Chanel because we just love the Chanel bags and you just don't like Hermes bags. And of course, that's fine as well. And then the third group will be those of us who will still shop at both. And I will say that I probably will belong to that group. Right now, there are a couple of Hermes bags that I want, but once I get all the bags that I want, I'm happy to go back and have a look at Chanel and just to make a judgment at face value to see if I'm willing to pay a certain price for the item in front of me. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. I'm really interested to hear what you think, so I look forward to hearing from you in the comment section. Bye! Hey, did you hear? Chanel is currently on sale for the next 6 months.